Preserving indigenous cultures, knowledge and traditional heritage plays an important role in the identity of a community and affirmative progression of a society for many generations to come. Namakwedake is poised to do just that for the Nama community in Namibia and other parts of the world. The ancestral fire is lit. It is an early winter morning in Keetmanshoop, a town located in the southern part of Namibia, where the annual Nama Cultural Festival took place from the 26th to the 29th of May 2022, with the theme, Unity is our Strength. The preparation of the Westdene Stadium and the display stalls for this highly anticipated celebration of the Nama culture is set. This event also coincides with the celebration of Africa Week from the 23rd to the 29th May, and Africa Day commemoration on the 25th of May.
By root step forward, march!
Having witnessed the previous year's Nama culture festivities, the organizers of this colorful event ensured that they attracted a large number of people from all over Namibia, especially Nama traditional authorities, clans, and from the diaspora to witness yet another prestigious festivity.
It becomes of utmost importance to constantly re-engineer our Nama community, that unity is key to economic re-engineering and redirecting our focus towards societal transformation. By engaging ourselves in discussions aimed at restoring our rich cultural history and reviving our economic status that attracted the likes of Jan van Riebeeck and his cronies, the Germans, and the South African apartheid regime.
And when you come on that day together, you sit together, you stand together, you work together, you eat together, whatever is there. It's not only certain few elite. All are coming together, if it is a table, around the same table, to eat together, to work together, but a day standing together.
Huyao kanyai, san on sikai hai, amaga tuitske, didra kwa kami, kwa soriskan hayuni kwa, ngwakai, asa soristan hay huye, Tui di tap, karasa sira komhuge. Adang ankari, waraga maisan, iya ne bang iko kai mai, toreng hares nana.
Representatives from Nama clans based in neighboring countries, South Africa and Botswana, also made their presence felt through knowledge exchange with their Namibian counterpart, so that in turn they promote similar festivities in their respective countries.
Die eerste internasionale Namafees word volgende jaar in Suid-Afrika gehou van die 21ste September tot die 25ste September. En ek wil baie graag hê dat u daarin moet kom en ons het besluit dat daardie internasionale Namafees word in Stellenbosch gehou. En ons hou dit op die Simon van der Stel sportgronde. Want as u daardie geskiedenis van daardie grond nagaan, dan sal u verstaan wat die rede is hoekom ons daardie fees op die Simon van der Stel grondgebied hou. U moet die datum onthou, 21 tot 25 September 2023.
Ta sa khai ba khu toi sang au king ba toi mang en kuis ka khoi chim ma ba kuis koi khabe chi kom su gu ga hoi khu ye kom su gu kais ai oi it u charona toi chi ko re wang oi ots ni dan ti khoi nga kha khuna koko i tu sa to mang o o ma su gu ga ha koko on ngora ko i kan se koko你妈是个我把产业可可，on 一个大可可，三九七一个安我，即干嘛个搞可可，即下巴晒搞安我，即可以看下可可，一堆沙都蛮安我，几尴尬。
Celebrating in unison was reflected during all activities slated for the 4-day annual occasion to ensure that all visitors experience the unique cultural heritage of the Nama people, fused with more than a century of Western colonial influence.
And distinguish participants as the united and flourishing nation, treasuring and protecting our material and spiritual, tangible and intangible heritage and customs, and developing our creative talents throughout the lifetime, and employing our skills and knowledge for economic development for our common goods. One of the valuable gifts our Creator has endured us as human species is the ability to consciously think and actively play out our thoughts with deeds.
As he already alluded, that the Nama language, the Kwekwe, is diminishing in schools. It is about that parents commit themselves to teaching the children our language and encourage them to take it as a subject in school up to the last level of education. Therefore, as leaders, role models, and parents, we must strive to utilize every opportunity available to us to reinforce the use of our language, values, and beliefs that we hold dear for the preservation of our cultural heritage.
It has been said that culture is the oil that keeps our society running. In the Namibian house, We take pride in our culture and our tribes, but we do not promote any isms. Therefore, we refrain from engaging in tribalism, racism, sexism, nepotism, and fascism. These are all counter-revolutionary traits and enemies of a progressive society, and therefore they are enemies of the Namibian House. In conclusion, let me quote one of Africa's great luminaries, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who said, "The forces that unite us are intrinsic and greater than the superimposed influences that keep us apart," quote unquote. In celebrating the Nama Cultural Festival, let us learn to appreciate culture as a force that should unite us. Let us use our diverse cultures to combat the superimposed influences that keep us apart and render such negative beliefs, emotions, and ideas to the dustbin of history. Let culture bring us closer to one another and bring us a collective strength under one roof of our Namibian house for the benefit of all Namibians.
The Chronicle of activities also attracted participants and visitors to familiarize themselves with the cultural values and norms of Nama people through a display of colorful traditional dresses, food delicacies, traditional dances such as the popular Nama Star and Lang Aram. Many other accomplishments, such as various panel discussions, centered towards preserving the Nama culture for current and future generations. They also focus on discussing on how to improve the socio-economic condition of Namibian people, especially the youth, and in particular, communities who continues to endure the impact of the Herero and Nama genocide, which was waged by the German Empire between 1904 to 1908.
In terms of training in areas that are affected by the German presence, historically. So there is that opportunity, and I would like also to probably still plot around and find which other towns, which other would really take charge of all these things. Thank you.
Nog 'n stapie gevorder, want dit sou 'n invloed gewees het op baie van die jong mense wat daaronder is, om hierdie goed noukeurig te luister en belang te stel en wat vir ons voorlê. Hy stap in aandag gaan, want hulle is die leiers van môre. Na die kau ko chinga ne kunang hanyu. Kaise kai thakasu asmara cha. Oya se ye kaise kan ma kwa wai. Yogo mumo na kon asma.
At teenage phase, a lot of young people struggle with identity issues. I don't know who I am, and that's the normal part of being a human being, to evolve through the stages. But when they know it, people samadirami, clients getting kaka down, ikaw satsta korebasan ini itaw. Oni kinse wakri nada wakwa, ne. So it's important that we instill that.
Wat
lectures must come out. Public lecture is not necessarily a university issue. This platform can create its own public lectures. How do we continue the conversations beyond the 29th of May? So the conversations, the young men say they are in a festival mood. So, maar daar kan 'n ander platform wees wat ons moet continue. Daar nog platform, die platform kan nog nou festivals gaan, waar het ook al mag wees, so that we can amplify what we have started today.
I bet we get a man was a ikaw. Niyan ay do ni trabasado iya nang do singwas is kose kahu. Arin ke psychological effect genocide skin aruman khagro wai. Ora ke tidak urukawan ay stanwati ko ngaya. How kawan ay urukawan stanwati. Habe ne asye no ko bagay se kuang ay habe kahuasa. Siske ne ngwasa ne kwesne hao. Tui kawi tinay tui nga khasib asida guys. Nastba am da katide. Police ko taing au ko ngau kutinimi. Tira ke dida akas aroma. To ko ba chega kwaisa ai nuauchi. Ne nusa. Tai tira nga ko khatrami sekanam. Tira jega na kora ko na ko titia mera ko se.
Time to close off, but I haven't given my last panelist time to close off. So I'm going to give Prof to close off his views because I had given the other panelists to close, and I have not given him to close. Prof, 1 minute, please, just close off, and then our panel discussion will be closed.
Karakter ke khaba ku maka samsi doch bani di kwadi narai gini kuma ku chidai gini ama besna chung ske ha kwa pe ha kujeda doch ban na tau bi chuin au se ma arere kore chi sale ko ba para kwa se ni di khuna are lepas agak tui pamat mai iyo udah gini tane kuje tidak ekonomi lain ues.
I am David Dirkse from NTLA. I am the Secretary General of NTLA, but also the chairperson of the technical committee advising NTLA on genocide. NTLA is the Nama Traditional Leaders Association. All the 10 traditional authorities gazetted by Namibia are jointly called the NTLA, and they are all represented by NTLA. Now, NTLA never participated in the genocide talks of the two governments. The two governments had their genocide discussions and they came to the joint declaration. But the Nama leaders were never part of that declaration, or they never participated in that discussion. Our position remains that we are looking at the resolution of the Parliament of 26 October 2006, and that resolution dictates that there are participatory rights of the people, or you can call it the descendants of the affected communities.
To re-energize this year's annual festival, for the first time, the 4-day celebrations also mirrored on the Nama traditional wedding ceremony.
Party kan pada kong ora party, na kunang tahu, na kungla kunang tahu, tidak tinggal, tidak pura, nampak.
Ons wou hierdie ding helder oordag gedoen het, sodat ons daai bekken gedeelte, hy nou met kabis ons sê, daai kou samai, nie gebreek of gaan word nie. Ons is geen in die klaga. Nou, dit is hoe die mense gewoonlik slag. Ons het probeer en ons het gebetel laat die busies bewe. Oor die draadloos ook ha. Nestief moeding ga kutalira ka. Kuta ha kabi kui hari.
Maratite, wasti was. Maratite, wasti was. Kahari maratite, wasti was. Kahari maratite, wasti was. I swear come haravan ho, jing ai ha. I swear come haravan ho, jing ai ha. All I get to take on up my good comes up.
Ne situația populară acum, nu am să ne punem tu ami, ce punem ce tare, popule am, bani am de popule am, care supera am, care panpera am, care rosopera am, care tainarata, care fekugira am, care horaga hunaki karati, care nava sauha o, lau hulo ci kadira a, ini da kue, uma isi baika turdo mangai, o kare isina, harisira orashin.
The Nama traditional wedding ceremony as it unfolded from the beginning to the end, as well as the Christian proceedings, all under one umbrella of love, joyous union, and traditional dances until dawn.
Susana Maria van Rensburg. Kaisi kian habasanin nama annual nama cultural fest hasa kaisa. Band nama kwita ke tunga hasipara. Sinke de nama cultural fest aku kamkwina titona ni munga. Tubeni mati tunga hasipara kaisa. Hakasi mchini cultural kuna nanti kulturan Keetmanshoop ni pada kakasan matin unara dulu kais au ngakasi buru-buru mati dulu kais mas hangak sih sekutera abasan kami ku kurun ia kahan si Sara anak sina nanti unara kakasan bahu si kekesi apa langret the annual cultural festivals ni hard kaisa thadi ni
My name is Romanas Kanyanga. I'm here at the annual Nama Festival here in Keetmanshoop. What I'm actually doing here is I'm selling a few traditional clothing made by my mother, but I'm actually the salesperson here. Okay. The significance of this event is actually to show the younger generation how certain things are done in our culture, especially when it comes to weddings, traditional attire, how the attire is made, how are the different attires put together. And how I am adding value to this thing is actually, first of all, I'm also here selling different products which is from the Damara and the Nama clans, so that people can see how they look like, how they are put together. So that is basically my value. And I've learned a lot. For me, I did not know much about different types of traditional attire, but today I saw as I was walking through the different stores. So it's actually very important to have an annual event like this so that our younger generation can see how things are made and how the traditional attires are put together. And we also learn a lot about our cultures and how things are done in our cultures.
Ne akasikera tiye pisita tinisa siba ita ka komai sita kai tuna sita tinkura tiba kuna komai sita ka taka sin on strong na mistaga ne saku nera tiye akasikna kam sin ngum sin sita sitira kuna ani kai tien ka kai sikai sen kan hasa inera khaima khari kono sita tin ina ne kuna pa ti ne kuna ukaraita nama khoda tin ang diba o wa kure ke to kromita kan
Tidak bersih.
Tidak ke ngani light mai kam kai khau tua khau ora thoma ni dai ke ai kam sai ba ku dai ke tidak ke kai khau tua
What are the unique things that we should expect as visitors to this festival?
There is a discussion, panel discussion in the wall there. There they discuss the genocide issue, where our people was killed and murdered brutally. Secondly, we are busy of the slaughtering of the marriage festival, how it was done by our forefathers. So it will kick off 6 o'clock today, and tomorrow we will start with the annual program at 9 o'clock.
My name is Johannes Vos. I am actually from South Africa. We are coming from a small rural area place that is called Pella. That is in the Northern Cape. Actually, the Nama culture starts at Pella, where all our great leaders are born. So we would like, between South Africa and Namibia, that we honor Pella, so that there must be some statues of that great leaders of us that was born in Africa, so that our grandchildren, they must know the history, where the Namas are coming from. Because we was in Namaland and Pella was the regional one. There was actually two. One of Hendrik Witbois was in the Richtersveld area, and the other one was in Pella area, because the Namaland was great.
Other activities entailed a gospel show and a musical bash, which lead the stage to showcase notable Namibian musical talent to the globe, all in the name of celebrating Nama Kwedake.